SFTV has traveled the world in search of great fishing, and one place stands out as perhaps the best. Unmatched blue, black, and striped marlin. Huge tuna, some of the biggest dorado on the planet, large wahoo, incredible resorts dotting its stunning coastline, and a rare abundance of sea life. These are the things that make our annual pilgrimage to the southern tip of the Baja Peninsula memorable year after year. Join us as we step back in time with our 10th anniversary special and experience the wonder that is Los Cabos, Mexico. Hi, I'm Dean Travis Clark, and believe it or not, our TV series was born in Los Cabos in 2001. A lot's changed since then. I've aged a little and lost more than a few pounds, but one thing hasn't changed in the least: the incredible fishing. It all began as the stunning El Arco, or the Arch, greeted us on our way into the famed Sea of Cortez, and boy did we start out with a bang.
Fish on, guys! Fish on! Fish on! Pick it up! Pick it up! The other guy's head! Pick up! Pick up! Pick it up, everyone! Pick it up! Pick up this one! Pick them up! Yeah! Woo!
Right in front of the harbor, we hooked a monster blue marlin. So my old friend Cameron Dinkins hopped in the chair. It's not uncommon for huge blue and black marlin to patrol these waters that teem with small tuna.
Fish is off. He's off.
Unfortunately, the marlin came unglued after a tough half-hour tussle. But there are more fish in this sea, many more. Soon we raised a curious striped marlin, one of the mainstays of Cabo fishing, and were soon hooked up. Hank took the rod for a challenging stand-up battle.
There he comes. There he goes.
On the board with a tag and release.
In time. Let it go, let it go!
The Genesis.
All right.
That's it, friends. That's marlin fishing.
The following year, we headed up the coast a bit to a beautiful area known as East Cape. More remote than Cabo San Lucas, East Cape offers a variety of both inshore and offshore predators. The Buena Vista Resort was our home, and co-owner Yogi Valdez our guide. After hours of hunting for roosterfish unsuccessfully, we tried our luck just offshore, chumming for schools of yellowfin tuna. Double header. That might not be as little as I thought. I got color now.
Oh, that's a skipjack.
Nice little skippy. But of course, I was the one who got schooled.
Yellowfin tuna.
Oh, I get a skippy, you get a yellowfin, huh?
Yep.
I guess you have to live here. East Cape is amazing, and the fishing can be off the charts. The next day, we made the short drive down the corridor back to Cabo San Lucas as the billfish bite was on. Striped marlin follow the food, so we felt good about our chances here. Stripies can be caught all year round in these waters, and trolling can be effective, but the bread and butter here is to pull up on a sunning or surfing fish and pitch a live mackerel or caballito. To these scrappy billfish, this is candy. These marlin are perfect for stand-up fighting, but don't underestimate their sheer power. Having a fighting chair nearby can come in handy. There's a release. Los Cabos is beautiful, it's easy to get to, and the fishing is like no other place on earth. The best of Los Cabos continues as we finally get a blue marlin to the boat, and a behind-the-scenes colleague produces a striped marlin off the shores of the Baja Peninsula.
That guy was aggressive. He came back after that bait 3 times.
Sport Fishing Television is brought to you by Yellowfin, the choice of champions. By the new Simrad NSS touchscreen display. By Yeti coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. By ProSpec, professional grade monofilament. And by Spiderwire, nothing gets away. If you're competitive, there's an annual tournament that you simply must check out. The Los Cabos Billfish Tournament attracts some of the best offshore fishermen from around the globe who test their skills against marlin, tuna, dorado, and wahoo. And they're no slouches at partying either. High minimum weights assure that most billfish get released, and the edible fish can be prepared at your favorite local restaurant. For a great vacation where you stand a pretty decent chance of going home considerably wealthier, enter the Los Cabos Billfish Tournament. But be careful, you may just have the time of your life.
Welcome back to Los Cabos. These waters teem with striped marlin year-round, but there's always a great chance that you could hook into a monster blue or black marlin. So it's an excellent idea to be prepared with some big gear.
In 2003, we decided to really rough it aboard a 72-foot Michelson sport fisher. Felina Charters had plowed these waters for years, and manager Ozzie Castro wants to put us on a blue marlin.
You got one on?
That's not on this one, is it?
Come on, Dan, you got one. Hurry up, man.
Just when you least expected. I was surprised he was so close to the boat and my line was going out in the other direction.
Yeah,
I was looking to see if he was on a different
I
line.
see that. He made a run. Maybe he's a little bigger than we thought.
Maybe. Oh! He just popped off. Release!
Man, congratulations. Good job.
Now it's Ozzie's turn, and before long, we're attached to a scrappy striped marlin.
Okay. Okay, we got it. On the bait. Okay.
That's a nice looking fin on that.
Yeah,
No slack, no slack. Oh, that's a beautiful fish.
yeah. Beautiful. All right, guy.
You see how the purple is lit up? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Magnifico.
Thank you, senor.
Gracias.
It's rare to have a bad day in the Sea of Cortez. The following year, our producer Ken Cavanaugh had to fill in for our guest angler who left Cabo on a business emergency. As an accomplished angler, Ken suffers through countless hours watching others have all the fun, so he took full advantage of the opportunity. Often striped marlin rise to the surface and surf the waves or ride the currents to save energy while hunting their next meal. These are classic pitch bait conditions. It's all about getting a live bait back to the curious fish as soon as possible.
There, he's tail right behind us. Tail right here. Tail cutting the surface. Surfing the waves. There we go. He missed it. He missed it. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's right on it. Eat it. Eat, baby. Eat, baby. Eat, baby. He dropped it.
You dropped it.
There we go.
Get after it again.
There he goes. That time he came back and ate it. All right. right, it's all yours, fishy boy. That guy was aggressive. He came back after that bait 3 times. Oh, there she is.
Is that 34
Coming right across the bow. $1 million that line. Oh, she's running.
Yeah,
Look at that.
You caught up. Good one. Oh, beauty. Oh, can you ask for a
Look at
prettier
that.
picture?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh, pretty. Knifing at that line.
After a 45-minute tussle, the marlin comes boat side.
It's a very short leader, so touching the leader is going to be a chore.
Hey, release. Beautiful job.
Pretty fish. Yeah, I think we're ready. That was a great battle right there. All right. Hey, thanks, gentlemen. Hey, muchas gracias.
When Sport Fishing TV returns, we'll team up with some of the best anglers on the water and experience the diversity and raw beauty of Los Cabos, Mexico. You could spend years investigating all there is to do along the Corridor, a 20-mile strip stretching from San Jose del Cabo through East Cape down to Cabo San Lucas. Stunning waterfront resorts dot the harbors and coastlines, so finding the ultimate vacation home is no problema, and there are many terrific land-based activities to occupy your time. Challenging golf courses paint the desert hillsides with green, while four-wheelers scurry along the miles of trails and open terrain. Horseback riding along the endless shores is a must for the adventurous. You can spend days shopping and haggling for that perfect souvenir. Then take your pick from a menu of great restaurants. After the sun sets, cap off a perfect day at one of the many world-renowned nightclubs. And since the Baja Peninsula is bordered by crystal-clear tropical water, experience virtually every type of water sport man has ever conceived. Scuba diving and snorkeling, whale watching, sunset cruising, and an array of adrenaline-pumping water sports. And of course, Los Cabos offers some of the best fishing on the planet, including kayak fishing both inshore and offshore. If you feel more at home around the salt water than anywhere else, then Los Cabos is the place for you.
Welcome back to Los Cabos. What impresses me most is the incredible abundance of sea life here. In 10 years, we've never come back with a bad show. I can't even imagine what fishing must have been like here 100 years ago.
Every so often, we get the chance to be graced by greatness, and fishing with IGFA Hall of Famer Peter B. Wright certainly qualifies.
Those man-of-war birds get diving like that, there's something going on. Tuna! Hooked up, boys.
Well, it isn't a football, that's for sure.
No, he's a decent little tuna here. Oh, he's a little better than I thought he was. Yes, sir, that's a nice one.
Nice gaff job, too.
Nice job. Yeah, he's a little more than 37 pounds, that one.
Yeah, it's a lot more than 37. Good job, Peter.
Yeah, nice tuna. Got him on, Cap. Nice Dorado. Nice Dorado. Look at that guy.
You got him?
Yeah.
Well done.
Man, look at the color on that thing. What a pretty nice dolphin. This is a nice dolphin here. Come on in, that's a nice one. 1, 2, 3, all
Oh,
right.
that double gaff got it.
Wow, nice dolphin,
Gorgeous.
boys. Nice looking dolphin. Look at the colors on that thing. Big old dorsal fin, big square
Beautiful
head. That's a pretty fish, and it is good to eat, I might add. Okay, guys, good
Put it on
job.
ice.
Peter enjoys catching all kinds of sport fish, but marlin really get his motor running.
Hey, whoa, enough, slow down, okay. Okay, come on back, he's still taking line.
Oh, yes, thank
All
you
right,
so much.
got him on. Let's just get that leader, make him an official release here. All right,
Release!
Dino, that's a caught one. Good job.
Thank you so much. All right. Look at that beautiful coloring.
Nice striped marlin.
Listo?
Oh, he's in good shape.
Oh, he's in
Swimming
better
off
shape
nice.
than I am.
Good going, Alex.
Gracias,
Dino,
Dios.
Nice going, Juan. Thank you. Good job, guys.
Next up, one of the most amazing and exciting ways to fish Los Cabos. Yes, bill fishing from a kayak. Sport Fishing Television has been brought to you by Ex Officio Clothing and Gear, made to adventure. By Mercury Marine. By Key West, close to perfect, far from normal. By King Sailfish Mounts, offering a full selection of world-class release mounts. And by Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor, swift, silent, secure.
Every once in a while, an opportunity presents itself, and you have to jump into it with both feet. I did just that back in 2010 when I joined an old friend to go marlin fishing from a kayak.
Aftco Tackle is known worldwide for their great fishing equipment, but few know how passionate the owner, Bill Shedd, is about his fishing.
What we're going to do is put you in this Hovey Mirage Drive kayak here and troll live bait around behind this kayak. We're going to get you a big marlin hooked up for some real nice mahi-mahi for sure.
I must say that climbing into a little kayak in water 6,000 feet deep is a bit intimidating. But the shoreline is close by, and the mothership follows you like a mama duck with her chicks.
How fun is this? Go, Dean, go! Whoa!
This is about the funnest fishing I have ever done.
It's all about keeping your kayak straight and wearing the fish down.
Release!
Oh! That's a release, hey, Dino!
Well, at least it's official. I got that fish. That was a big strike.
You did it. Congratulations.
My
Thanks
first
for inviting
marlin.
me down in
Yeah.
a kayak.
Now, Bill's turn.
Yeah. Oh, life is good. Coming up, boys! Yeah.
Way to go, Bill! Look at him grin.
If this doesn't get you pumped, nothing will.
Go, baby!
Yeah!
Good job, Bill! How fun is that, Dean?
It's safe, it's great exercise, and it's an absolute blast. Both Bill and I agree this is definitely a bucket list fishing trip. In 2011, we headed back to where it all began 10 years earlier, East Cape and the Hotel Buena Vista Resort. We knew that the bite was a bit off on our first adventure, but that wasn't the case this time. Felipe Valdez was just a kid in 2001, and now he's running the resort and running circles around other fishing fleets. We headed for good water and found frigate birds almost right away. Diving birds almost always signify feeding fish below, so we dropped in a couple of liveys and slow trolled through the area.
It's coming. It's gonna grab it.
Hooked up.
Hooked up.
He's taking line.
Woo!
There he is, right here. And he is lit up. Look at those fins. Good job, good job. And off he goes. Woo! Good job, brother. Good job. Thank you. Yeah.
Striped marlin and Pacific sailfish on spinning gear offer a great challenge. Just make sure your gear is up to the task.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. He's still right there behind your bait. That's it. He took it, he took it.
Striped marlin. It's a striped marlin, guys. Beautiful.
Yeah, every time he comes out of the water, you drag him right towards us. There you go.
We caught one fish after another the entire day. When East Cape goes off, it can be world-class in every sense of the expression.
Wowzers! Woo! Big fish.
Amazing.
Good job. Woo! An active one. Look at him jumping. Beautiful. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
I can't beat that.
I thank each and every captain, mate, and guest who's fished with us over the past 10 years for their hospitality, their skill, and mostly for their patience. Los Cabos truly is a special place. And of course, we're always grateful to Raymond Douglas, owner of King Sailfish Mounts, for providing closed captioning to our hearing-challenged viewers. If you get a chance, find some time to find yourself in Los Cabos, Mexico. I promise you won't be disappointed. Next week, longtime Marlin Magazine contributor Dr. Guy Harvey heads out on his home waters in Grand Cayman with his son Alex to chase blue marlin and deploy satellite tracking tags. You won't believe where these fish travel.